we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through and through.
You taking him with you?
Nah, our new place doesn't take kids.
Right, here we are, Barefoot Tuesday. We got some fun happening today, so I'm really happy that you're all here. Howard is here. I hear Boney in the, I don't know where Boney's living these days.
That was horrible how you left the child behind.
Left the child behind. Well, that wasn't me. I was acting. That was a film. It was a commercial for the ASPCA, which is directed by this guy, Corey Bodo Creed. And that was super popular on the old Facebook. Millions upon millions of views. Why is Joel such a dickbag? It's a good question. It's definitely worth pondering today. I'm out here in the ocean. All right, we got some barefoot people here. Vernus is here. Let's see if we can see like a whale jumping or something. Maybe we can see something out here in the... Oh, there's one. Wow, look at that thing go. You don't see whales jump that much out here on Lunch Therapy. Let's see what Rex says. Godzilla. Oh, I got to get my hands in the box, I guess, to keep the effect going. All right, so here we are. I look like that vampire. I don't know if you all are watching Midnight Mass, the show on Netflix. Pretty awesome show. Yeah. Hamish Linkletter is killing it. Absolutely killing it. Whoa, look at that. There's another fish. Wow, that's crazy. Chuck says Joey D ate a bag of dicks in Seattle. Yes. Of course, he went to Dick's Drive-In. It's a fantastic place. Very gory. Oh, black. Yeah, Midnight Mass. Pretty gory. Pretty scary. Altered States. Banshee on Max. On Max. Cinemax. We used to call it Skinemax. Yeah, you know why. Because that was the only place we could see the skin when we were kiddos. Here we go. Let's see. Wow, I love the jumping fish. Okay, we've got to breathe, though. We got to breathe. Today, we are going to have the fantastic Gini Sikes on the show. We're going to have Boney. We're going to be doing some contests But first, we're going to do some breathing, because after this, we're going to talk about Thich Nhat Hanh, who was this incredible Zen Buddhist who passed away over the weekend. And I wanted to honor him on the show because he was a real mindfulness Zen Buddhist, spread a lot of these teachings throughout the world, and somebody that we have to know about if we don't. I did not know about him until last week, and then he died on Saturday. So here's what he said about breathing.
Nice.
I know, it's terrible. I didn't, I had nothing to do with it. But I was glad that I found out about him. Yeah. All right. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it.
I don't have a nose. I don't have a nose.
Let it go. Boney, you got to fix your sound because it seems like your microphone's coming out of your headset, maybe. So we're going to have to see if we can work on that. But this is what Thich Nhat Hanh said about breathing. He said, breathing in, repeat in the here, in the here. So as you breathe in, repeat in the here, in the here. Breathing out, repeat in the now, in the now. This is in your mind, I think. Although these are different words, they mean exactly the same thing. I have arrived in the here. I have arrived in the now. I am home in the here. I am home in the now. So think about that this time when we take in a breath. Repeat in your mind, in the here, and then when you breathe out, in the now, in the now. Let's give it a whirl. Okay, in through the nose. In the here, in the here, in the here. Hold it. In the now, in the now, in the now. That felt good. Amen, Charles. Social media is antisocial. Good if not on shrooms. All right, one more. In through the nose, out through the toes. In the here, in the here, in the here. Breathing out. In the now, in the now, in the now. Although these are different words, they mean exactly the same thing. I have arrived in the here. I have arrived in the now. I am home in the here. I am home in the now. So what is that about? What is that about? It seems like it's about being present, being aware, living. I've got some quotes from him here. I've got a picture, first of all. There he is, Thich Nhat Hanh. There he is with his, I'm still really learning how to say it. It's ridiculous that I don't know who this person is. I'm sure Rex Sikes does. There he is doing one of his calligraphies. It says, "Oh, my happiness." Today on the thumbnail of the show, we had one of his. Write these really simple things about breathing and about being here in the now. And something that I think, we ought to take a look at. Let's see what Rex says. Breath is why you are alive. You can't separate the breath from the breather. The universe breathes. Wow. Is that a quote from him? Here's another one. There is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
That's good, isn't it? There is no way to happiness. You're already here. Happiness is the way. Yeah. Oh, Rex's quote. That was his quote. Wow. Let's see Rex's quote here. Breath is why you're alive. Can't separate the breath from the breather. The universe breathes. That's good. Anybody else have any quotes? Homegrown quotes? They're very welcome on this show, especially from the wise. Not you, Boney. Well, okay, maybe if you have one. All right, let's see another one. Let's explore another one from this guy. People have a hard time letting go of their suffering. Out of a fear of the unknown, they prefer suffering that is familiar. I don't know. Does anybody in the chat room have that experience? Because I can relate to that. Sometimes you stay with your suffering because it just seems familiar. Robert Wise. I don't know about that. Is that a person who quotes things or writes quotes. Drink your tea slowly. You'll like this, Boney, because Boney drinks tea all the time. Drink your tea
slowly right now.
Yeah, good. Good. Drink your tea slowly and reverently, as if it is the axis on which the whole earth revolves, slowly, evenly, without rushing toward the future. Live the actual moment. Only this moment is life. Only this moment is life. Yeah, we're always trying to like go into the future and like, what's the next thing I got to do? I got to make sure that I get to the contest. I got to get Ginny on the show, all these things. But like, we got to take the time to drink our tea. I personally have coffee. Maybe that's, departing from the purpose here. But I like coffee. It makes me happy. Right? Okay. Thich Nhat Hanh was an inspired presence from nothing to nothing, a beautiful voice in a much needed time. Hopefully in passing, more will come to know him. I wonder about that. That's probably true. Let's see what Guignel says. He says, shut the fuck up and listen. That's one way to put it, I guess. It's a little bit aggressive, but sometimes you got to get aggressive. Jose says, that's how I drink my whiskey. Well, there we go. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at another one. While we're taking the time to experience life. That's one of the things we do here in Lunch Therapy is we take the time to experience life, experience community, experience other people, make a few ridiculous jokes. Here's Jay Patterson. I'm getting ready to get ready to get ready. Okay. Jay has a new website. Maybe you'll give us the URL. She has a brand new one. The best way to take care of the future is to take care of the present moment. I like that. That's good. So I wanted to just tell you a little bit about this guy, Thich Nhat Hanh. Here he is with Martin Luther King. So Martin Luther King. So Thich Nhat Hanh was from Vietnam. He grew up in Vietnam. He was about 16 years old when he became a full-on monk in a monastery there. By the time he was 30, he spoke 8 languages fluently. He was a big anti-war, anti-Vietnam War activist. In fact, Vietnam didn't, North or South Vietnam, exiled him. Martin Luther King nominated him for the Nobel Peace Prize because he was going around trying to, stop the war. He also went to Princeton University. He traveled to the United States, and he had a scholarship to study comparative religion at Princeton Theological Seminary, and then went on to teach Buddhism at Columbia University. Let's see what he says.
Oh, wow.
So Howard says, life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. John Lennon. Yep. That's another person who knows probably, I don't know, they probably met. So in 1982, he founded something called Plum Village, which is in France. And it's a monastery, and it's still there today. In fact, right now, well, at this time, they are having a days-long memorial for him, and you can watch it live on YouTube. You can also watch one of his other monasteries, which is in Deer Park, or which is called Deer Park, and it's here in California. They're also having remembrances of him. Our own life has to be our message. This is a good one, because sometimes we think that, especially as filmmakers or performers or stand-up comedians or lawyers or manufacturers, we think, our product is about, or what we say is our message, but actually our life is the way we're living our life from day to day, from moment to moment. So he died on Saturday, But he said, this body is not me. I am not limited by this body. I am life without boundaries. I have never been born and I have never died. He has a really great lecture on YouTube that I'll show you a little bit of here. That is quite, he's talking about that, about meditation. And let's see, let's just watch a little bit of it.
So you cannot reduce something to nothing at all. A sheet of paper, like a cloud, can never die. It can only be transformed into other forms. And that is why the true nature of the flame, the true nature of the paper, the true nature of the cloud is a nature of no coming, no going, no birth, no death. Look at this tiny piece of paper and look with your concentration. When I look deeply into this sheet of paper, I can see a flower, a cloud floating in it. You don't need to be a poet in order to see a cloud in a piece of paper. We know very well that if there were no cloud, there would be no rain, and the trees would not be able to grow.
Whoops.
And without the trees, you cannot make the paste for the paper. So really, the cloud is in here, is inside the paper. Paper is made of non-paper elements, and water cloud is one of these non-paper elements. You can see the rain, you can see the forest, the trees. With the eyes of a practitioner of meditation, you can see things that other people cannot see. When I touch the sheet of paper, I touch the forest, I touch the trees. If you remove the forest, if you remove the trees from the sheet of paper cannot be there for you. So I touch the cloud, I touch the trees, and you know that the trees carries the earth. Without the earth and the minerals underneath, the trees cannot grow up. And therefore, when I touch the paper, the tree, I touch the earth, I touch the minerals. They're all here. And when I touch the sheet of paper, I touch the sunshine. Without the sunshine, no trees can grow.
So that is some pretty deep stuff. But it's, it's so true. Without these things, we have to kind of be aware of this. These things as we go through life, we're missing it. A lot of times we're missing it because we don't take the time to look at some things. One of the things about this show is we can take the time. This is one of his artworks, Breathe and Smile. Always good to breathe and smile. Yeah. This is a contest that we're going to do now as soon as Gini comes in. That is the conclusion of this. If you do want to see more about him, please go to their channel. It's called Plum Village app. That's Plum Village. And then also you can see there's a memorial going on. This is it live. There's a memorial going on in Deer Park, and there's also one in Plum Village right now for him. So check him out. The other thing that I wanted to just show you is these are some of the pictures from his life, but he also has multiple books, and I know I'm going to read some books of his. Let me show you that just the books so that we know about that as well. I don't know. I had them on here. Go to the site, plumvillage.org, and you can see all of his work and everything. All right, so let's catch up here. Moving along. Okay, let's see what's going on with everybody in the chat room here. So we'll check that out. Everything is connected. Camilo Lopez says. Charles says we need our base foundations. Howard says he has 3 copies of Taming the Tiger Within. If anybody else knows more of his books, let me know, because, of a good one. I mean, obviously they're probably all good, but I'm sure there are some that are like, really, you got to read this book, man. My doctor says to stay out of the sun, but I'm still growing. Yeah. I quit cigarettes, but I didn't stop smoking. I don't know what that's from. Sounds like maybe The Mask. Another show, Mask. Oi, boy in the Woy. Cellular cells. Our bodies mimic the earth. This is my friend, the squirrel. This is my wife, Kamala's squirrel friend. It's in our backyard. Thought we'd just go out here and commune for a bit before we get into the contest, which is going to be very difficult, very, very tough. I do want to mention that the YouTube channel, Joel Marshall's Lunch Therapy, is now at almost 2,000 subscribers. So we need to get like 80 more. I don't know, maybe.
Oh, that's great, Joel.
I know.
2,000 subscribers.
What's going to happen at 2,000? Because at 1,000, we had
a lasagna,
and we got to check that out real quick here. Let's see.
What are they going to get on the 2,000?
It's a good question. Let's see. Let's watch the lasagna one here.
I like German chocolate cake.
Here it is. You eating. Oh wait. Here it is. You eating lasagna. Remember this? This is Boney eating lasagna at 1,000 subscribers.
Can I get some is anybody here? Hey. Oh, my lasagna's here.
Boney's mouthing the words.
Oh, thank you. Oh, wine. Oh, wow.
I didn't walk in
It's lunch, but hey. I'm so excited, lasagna. I love lasagna.
Remember this day, Boney?
Wow, look at it. Oh, God, it's so pretty. It smells good. Ooh.
You were so...
It was so delicious.
You were so sick afterwards, though. Yeah, you were like a little bit ill. You looked a little green.
Looking good. Oh, God, I'm going to get in there.
Well, I ate the whole pound of lasagna.
You did.
It's because I've been very hungry, and you haven't get me to schedule.
I know. It's terrible. Look at you just devouring that lasagna. You must love lasagna.
Well, I'm starving to death. You never feed me. I'm calling Zag. Or Agva, whatever. I don't know. Am I Agva?
I love it. Did the cat show up yet? Todd says, I think Bonnie should make some magic brownies for 2,000. I like that. All right,
I can eat a whole plate of brownies and a cake for 2,000.
Ginny is here. Ginny has arrived for the contest. Gini Sikes.
Hi, Ginny.
Let me just bring her on in just a second here. Let's see.
I don't see her.
She hasn't shown up just yet.
I'm frozen.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody's frozen. There he is. There she is. There's Boney as well. Hey! Crowd is going wild. Gini Sikes!
Hey, Joe.
What's happening?
Sounds like you're
COVID.
murdering people over there. Why
There's
is
some
everybody
serious
screaming?
people are just going nuts when they see Ginny. They just go crazy. It's not even stopping. It is
It's because
just.
I have wings.
Oh my God! It's getting louder. Come on. Okay, people. Oh my God! This is nuts. Oh, I never thought they'd stop.
That's how it sounds in my nightmares.
Oh, really? I thought it.
They're not happy screams in the dreams.
Oh no, that's terrible. All right. So how have you been? I understand that you have got 3 or 4 shows coming up.
Well, I have a show this week. It's at Flappers.
Yeah,
And it's
Flappers.
Pretty Funny Women,
Uh-huh.
which is just what it says. And yeah, it's a great lineup.
Are they pretty
That,
or
and
are
then
they
I
funny?
have
Are they
next
pretty
Thursday.
Oh, Boney's
Do I have
just
an echo
jabbering.
on your end?
No, but we probably have an echo on your end. Maybe is that?
Oh, I
Do
can
you have
take
an
it
echo?
on my end. Okay. I can take it on my end,
You
Joel.
can take it. You're a performer.
Oh
You
my
can
God.
do it. This is great.
Yeah,
Hey,
I have a show Thursday at Flappers, and then I have a show the following Friday at the Federal Bar. Ginny in a bottle.
right.
Ooh.
Is that D's nuts? Oh, it says
Yes.
Ginny in a bottle. No one knows why. That's cool. That's cool. I like that.
That's what I call my hair.
It's a
Genie
genie in a bottle. That's a song.
I've never
Genie in a
had.
bottle.
This is a first for lunch therapy. We've never had 2 chats on the screen at once. It was like a new thing. I don't know how that happened, but it's like, sometimes you ever hear about how the first potato chip was made?
Please tell.
Well, what happened was somebody was boiling some oil for something else. I don't know. Maybe they're making a steak or something, or some fried chicken. But they were chopping potatoes. They actually accidentally dropped a slice of potato into the oil, and that was potato chips.
Huh.
I know.
There
Who
you
did it?
go, I guess.
It's pretty great. I mean,
Who did it?
who did it? With this, they're going wild about that story because it was such a scintillating story.
Is not as interesting as the Reese's peanut butter cup,
Oh, how was that invented?
where the commercial. Somebody got their peanut butter in someone's chocolate.
I have seen that. Oh my God, that's a great one. You got your peanut butter and my chocolate. You got your chocolate and my peanut butter.
That's very old.
That's a
That
good
dates
one.
me.
Did you hear about how they invented? Did you hear about coffee? How they invented coffee?
Okay, how?
Somebody found coffee beans growing, and they bit them, and they were like, "Oh wow, that tastes disgusting," right? And then they were like, "Well, what if we smoke them?" So they started smoking them, and they were like, "Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible." And then they thought, "Well, what if we grind them up and we pour hot water through it, and then we drink the water?" So they did that, and they drank the water, and they were like, "Oh, that's disgusting," and that's coffee.
And then a few years ago, they decided.
Oh wait, the applause is going crazy.
They decided, wouldn't it be great if an animal ate the coffee, shit it out, and then we put it in water and drank it?
Oh, yes, the cat coffee. The cat coffee. Have you ever had that?
Yeah. No.
Joel, you had it.
Used to order it.
I never had it.
Aaron
Bonnie,
Andre used to drink it.
I
Who?
saw you have it.
No, I never had it. I never had it.
With a lot of money, you paid $40 to drink that shit.
I never paid $40 to drink cat shit. That never happened. Never happened.
Yes, it did. I was there. It was your birthday.
Matt Wright says, let's have a hand for the first human to eat a crab. Yeah, that's pretty bold.
Yeah, like how did they decide? Let's break this open, and there might be something tasty inside.
You're like, look
you
at
could
this.
break open a human skull and think the same thing.
Or a spider, a giant spider.
Ginny, remember
Bonnie.
the giant spider? The giant
Oh, God,
spider
yes.
in the bathroom. Tell the story.
Tell a story.
Okay, so in Kamala or Boney and Kamala and Joel and I went to India, and we were staying in this apartment. It was a beautiful apartment, And one night I went in to go to the bathroom, and everything was very, this wasn't like rudimentary. This was a nice place.
Yeah.
I sit down and I happen to glance behind me. There's a spider the size of my hand
Oh my
on
God.
the wall.
She's not exaggerating. She's not
No,
exaggerating.
not at all.
Really?
But what was even creepier is that a night later I went in and it was dark, and I saw these two lights coming from the mirror.
Uh-huh.
The spider was on the mirror and its eyes were reflecting. It was like lit up.
Oh my
And
God.
then
But-
Camilla's mom took a broom and just pushed it out the window. Because she
Wow.
lived in India. She wasn't afraid.
Well,
Yeah.
Bonnie was were you there, Bonnie? You were in India too?
Well, I was there, but only sort of inside everybody inside.
Oh, you were in everybody.
We smuggled him in our skins. Instead of shoving drugs up our ass, we put Boney in our skin.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Do you think there's some really great recipes for coffee going on in the chat room? Chuck has one here. Saliva hyped. Yeah. I don't know what that means, Chuck, but that's that. I wouldn't drink that. I wouldn't drink that. So, Bonnie, would you say that you're like a part of everyone? Is that it? Are you ubiquitous? Are you?
Yeah, I'm at the heart of every single person in the world. Unless, as I mentioned last time, you're a sea slug, in which case I don't really get into you much.
Wow, that's a beautiful, beautiful story. There's so many good stories on the show today.
You're like
Yeah.
the Holy Spirit, Boney.
That's right.
Wow.
Just a little hotter and stronger.
Yeah. How old are you, Bonnie?
Well, Joel, you know it's not polite to ask anybody
Oh yeah,
how old they
we're in
are.
Los Angeles. Yeah, of course, of
Yeah.
course.
Remember when you tried to erase me with crepe erase and part of my jaw disappeared?
Oh, that was so
I'm not
awful.
invisible. I'm not immortal. Terrible.
Well, crepe erase isn't really for skeletons. I don't know why Joe Fury was doing that because it's for people with skin. They have skin in the game, I guess.
Which you obviously don't,
Discriminate.
Boney.
Does it? Maybe it's kind of it might be a benefit not to have skin in the game, right? These days, I mean, it's tough. There has to be a joke with a punchline. That's no spider. It's a horse. Okay. All right. There's a punchline there. Boney lies. Anyone can see through Boney. He lies. Boney, are you?
Boney?
Boney hates that when you call him a liar. He hates that. Look at him.
I only lie if I can't stand up.
Rex, Boney is actually totally transparent. He doesn't lie at all. His transparency is like a major, major thing for him. Boney, Ginny,
Pam.
Pam is here. Pam is going to your show.
Yes, I'm going to see Pam Thursday night. Now, this is what's so great is Pam and I met in India, and she is traveled from the Midwest to visit out here, and she's coming to my show Thursday night.
So cool. Okay, here's the flyer for the show. This is it, Thursday night. And Lisa Sunstead, who we want to get on the show someday, have never had her on. Apparently, she's an incredible producer and then also teacher and comedian. So you could see
You
her.
know her backstory?
Tell me her backstory.
She has bipolar disorder, and
hey, who doesn't, right?
Right, and she works at Inter Comedy, but she was a writer for Chelsea Handler. But
really?
The reason why she started Pretty Funny Women is when she was a young comedian trying to get on shows, somebody told her she was too pretty to be a comic. And that actually happened to my friend Jane Cantillon too at the Improv. They said, no, you look too pretty to be a comic. Because the idea was, like you had to be self-deprecating. Most women would just make fun, and they didn't think pretty women could do that. And so Lisa started this school, Pretty Funny Women, and it's just kind of turned into a movement, and she teaches a lot of female comics.
Wow. Pam says we met in Traverse City first. Does anybody know what Traverse City is?
I know what it is. It's where Michael Moore has
See, we only traveled together. Boney, Joel, and me. So we went to Traverse City for Equal Means Equal because we were in Michael Moore's film festival.
Oh my God. Boney was there too? Boney's everywhere.
So is Howard Aronin.
I'm with you wherever you go, unless you're a slug.
Is Howard in Pretty Funny Women too? He said he just performed with Lisa Sunstead.
No, but he did a corporate show
Howard
with her.
is a very pretty and a very funny woman.
Airline corporate show? Wow.
Have you heard Howard's airline jokes?
Oh my God.
They're hilarious.
I mean, I think Howard, I haven't, I don't know. I mean, I have heard a lot of Howard's jokes, but I'm sure he's written a lot since I've seen him last.
Well, he was one of the first male stewards.
Oh, he was what? He was one of the first male stewards? Really? Flight attendants?
Yeah.
Howard, do we call them flight attendants or do we call them stewards? What do we call them?
When he first started, he had to wear heels and pantyhose, but then they relaxed.
I see. I get it. Yeah. Oh my God. That's pretty good. I like that.
Oh, and the TWA girdle. He had to wear that too.
Oh my God. I'm wearing one now. It works really well.
Believe me, we all are.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
called Spanx.
Pam says Michigan is where it's from. I won't wear Spanx.
He won't wear them. I try to squeeze them in there.
I won't wear anything called Spanx. I won't do it. I will not do it.
I won't wear them, but I'll deliver them.
You'll deliver them. Howard says the appropriate name is Sky Waiter. Sky Waiter.
Waitress in the Sky, like the Replacement song. You must know that, Howard. I know you know it.
There's a Replacement song called Sky Waiter?
In the Sky.
Oh my God. I've got a contest we got to get to. Greg Wordle is here. Yay! We love it when Greg Wordle is here. He said he put all his money on Brown Recluse.
Oh no, too big for a brown recluse.
Too big.
Although I think Boney got attacked by a brown recluse, and that's why.
Oh, that's why? Is that what happened to you, Boney? Boney, what happened? Is that how you became a skeleton?
Boney.
Well, you know what? Maybe it is. I don't know. Nobody told me. How do you
just
know
woke up
that?
one day and had no flesh.
Yeah, I mean, it was sometime later because everybody was gone.
Oh, I see.
When I woke up.
Wow.
No one was there to tell me what happened.
Oh my God, that's incredible. Okay, we got to get on with this. First of all, I just got to tell you all, I uncovered something. I got to get you all back on the screen.
I know what this is. It's his resignation speech.
This is Nixon, right? This is him. I found this film of not only Richard Nixon, but something that we've been talking about on the show a lot. And it is Birds Aren't Real. And I found an old, ancient video of theirs from the 80s. And I wanted to share that with y'all. Let's see. Let's take a look at this thing.
I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow.
We all remember where we were when that happened. But what if I told you that something far greater was at play in this very moment?
Did you know that this has been around this long?
Government corruption so entrenched in our society that to expose it would make Watergate a mere footnote in the pages of history.
For the last few years, my team and I have been investigating the biggest crime ever perpetrated on the American people.
Since the Eisenhower administration, the U.S. government has been committing genocide on the entire bird population and replacing these birds with sophisticated robot replicas, equipped with 5-megapixel cameras and a sophisticated tracking system that can follow your every movement. I know this is horrifying, but please remember, stay calm. It is estimated that by 2001, 90% of the birds that we see in the sky will actually be surveillance robots. We must act now to prevent this from going any further. Join us, and together we can make 1987 the year that we take back our freedom.
Did you know that Birds Aren't Real has been around that long?
Well, it's a joke.
What?
But it's a joke.
It's not a joke, Gini Sikes.
It's a joke.
Don't you know birds aren't real?
But my apartment manager kind of had something like that. He was always telling me that jet planes were spraying us with lithium, and maybe the birds got the lithium too.
Wow.
You're talking about chemtrails.
Chemtrails. That's something totally different.
Very, very real. There's
Birds
a
aren't real.
difference between conspiracy theories and reality, Gini Sikes. Unfortunately, you seem to not know about it.
Wow.
I guess not. I'm too busy looking for a pizza parlor basement where Hillary Clinton is eating children.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's just a conspiracy theory.
Very tasty. I think for 2000, I would prefer to eat a child.
Oh my God, it's really getting dark. Let's watch some, just a couple of pandas, or no, just different animals.
Oh, that's a red reindeer.
This is the Oregon Zoo.
Well, you love the Oregon Zoo. I've got to go on their website.
It's so great. This is just a compilation of like this last year.
Did you do this or did they?
They did. This is on their website, Oregon Zoo, on YouTube. Whew. All right, we got to get on with the contest, but I just wanted to change the. What is the contest? Did you say what is the contest?
Yes.
All right, let's get in there. Let's get in there and find out. All right, here it is. This is the contest. It's called Zoom Room Comedies. All right. Zoom Comedies, not Zoom Room. Zoom Room is something completely different. This is brought to you by 10 Minute Memoir and Slob 90X, which are two incredible workout programs. One is where you tell stories about your life, and that's a great way to exercise the demons and get out any kind of frustration that you have. And the other is Slob 90X, which is slow, lazy, ordinary body workout for those of you who are too jacked. Here we go. This is what's going to happen. And the first one's a little bit of an example. I hope you're not nervous. Are you nervous? Boney's talking down there. And Boney, are you nervous too?
I'm not nervous.
Oh,
No, I'm not nervous. Why should I be nervous?
All right, good. The first one's kind of easy. I tried to start out easy. I actually made this quiz because Jeff Lohman made the other one, and I tried my hand at it. So this is
Jeff Lohman's quizzes are hard.
I know, but he tries to make them easy. He kind of tones them down for us.
He's so smart.
Yeah. Where's JFK Jr.'s next stop on the resurrection tour? That's a good question. What are the prizes? The prizes. Boney, tell them what the prizes are.
What are the prizes? Well, the prizes are going to be a T-shirt.
Yeah.
A T-shirt from Lunch Therapy. Also, a lasagna and a pizza.
A lasagna and a pizza. Greg Wordle has already got the T-shirt. So, well, I don't know. And he's really good at this.
He's going to get a lasagna or a pizza.
Okay.
Depends what he wants.
Sounds good. That's if he wins. All right. So this is a piece of something that's in a movie. This is a piece of it. We're just going to show pieces of pictures, and you have to guess what it is. Greg wants a lasagna. So it looks like that's going to be up for grabs.
We're going to send.
Can you put the lasagna in an envelope? Just pour it in.
Yeah, you guys better guess this before Greg Wordle it, because otherwise he gets a lasagna.
It looks like a whirly thing on top of a hat, like Beanie and Cecil.
All right, we're gonna move to
future Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz. It's like Blade Runner with Dorothy.
The guesses are coming in. Up. James Bond. Actually, that's interesting that you say James Bond, because this film was written by Ian Fleming. A little clue there for you. The writer of the James Bond series. Whirly hat from Inspector Gadget. Helicopter beanie. All right, I'm gonna show another piece of the picture.
I have a question though. Are we supposed to guess the movie or the item?
Supposed to guess the movie.
Oh,
the movie. Oh, Greg Wordla, he's on his way to the lasagna. He's already got a good guess.
Oh, Shitty Bang Bang.
This was the next one. This was the next one.
I never saw that movie.
Oh, you never saw it? Oh, you got some watching to do.
No, I thought a car sounded boring. Like as a kid, I thought, I don't want to see a movie about a car.
Oh, this is not a boring movie about a car, I'll tell you. It's so much deeper than that, Jenny. I
know the song.
You do? Could you sing a
few
parts? Dick Van Dyke, Benny Hill. Okay, Dick Van Dyke, Benny Hill. Benny Hill was in it. Yep, he played
Was he?
He was the maker of the toys for the king, I believe.
Benny Hill. I didn't know he had a career before Benny Hill.
Well, it might have been during Benny Hill, right? I don't know. Is it what, 60s, 70s?
60s,
question.
I guess.
All right, let's go on to the next one here. Let's see if Greg can get this one. Okay. If they start out hard.
It could be Down and Out in Beverly Hills.
It could be. It's a good guess. Down in Beverly Hills.
Oh, I bet Dick Van Dyke's book is interesting.
I bet it is. I didn't know he had a book.
That looks so weird. It looks like an alien thing that's going to suck you up.
Right. What is that weird thing? I don't even know. Jenny, you need to see it. Jenny, Todd says you need to see it. The child catcher could be your ancestor. You know, what's interesting is the guy who plays the child catcher is a famous ballet dancer. He was back in the day, and I knew a guy that did a show about that actor who played that. So I think it's a really interesting tale. We'll have to look that up. Somebody could look it up. Greg Wordla says Beverly Hills Cop. Beverly Hills Cop. Down and Out in Hogwarts. You never saw that either? Well, let's see if it is. Let's go for another picture. Oh boy, we got to it.
That's one's the jerk. That's one's the jerk.
Oh wow, looks like maybe Boney got a point.
Very good, Boney. You by his socks, right? You've been down by those socks.
We got to get Adam Pierce to sing Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I think that's a very good idea. One of our favorite singers on the show. Boney got this one, the jerk. I think I clicked a little too fast.
What is the thing he's holding, though? What is that glass thing?
Oh, I don't know. That's a great question. What is maybe Todd knows.
I love that scene. It's my favorite scene in that movie.
Yeah. Well, what does he say? He says,
He says, I don't need anything. I'm just going to leave. I don't need anything.
Except for this.
This
paddle ball.
Like this lamp.
Chair. Maybe that's a lamp. Might be a lamp. Great movie.
It's such a brilliant scene.
All right, let's go on to the next one.
Looks a little bit like a bomb.
Anybody know this one?
Is this Hairspray?
Hairspray, that's a good guess.
Oh, that's a very good job. Good.
Yes. Todd Lee says it's a lamp.
Yeah.
The new telephone book. Phone books. That's my favorite line in the new phone.
Is it Hairspray or is it? What would it be?
I think somebody can get it from this one. I'm going to leave on this. I'm going to keep it on this picture for a little while. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hi, baby.
Never saw it.
Me, Myself, and Irene. I think Jenny needs to see more movies.
You know, I went through this phase where I only saw foreign films.
Oh. Wow. But that's just a phase.
Yeah, everybody thinks it's Hairspray.
Yeah, okay, let's move on to the next picture.
The girl in red. I don't think so.
Oh, it's Bridesmaids.
Oh my God, Boney got it.
No, it's not Bridesmaids. It's is it? That's not Bridesmaids, isn't it? The reunion where they go back.
Oh, that's interesting.
Romeo and Michelle? No,
Romeo and Michelle's.
Not Romeo and Michelle. That's
Bridesmaids is with. Oh, maybe you're right. I don't remember those actresses in Bridesmaids.
I know. Well, that's
Girls' Night. It is Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids.
I don't remember those girls at all. There's Molly. There. Okay, so that the picture you had was Molly.
No, Melissa McCarthy.
Thank you, Melissa. That's what I meant. But I said Molly just to throw you off.
All right, we got to move it along. Okay, check this out. So everybody thinks that you said porn, that you just watched porn films for a while. So, I guess it was the enunciation.
Foreign films. I've never watched porn except as a kid.
Porn.
Which is another story.
Pretty funny girls. Okay, what about this one? So this is getting more difficult. It's getting more difficult. Maybe a movie you haven't seen. I don't know. Let's see if anybody. So that's last time we had the picture of a ceiling and somebody got it.
That's it? That's the fucking
like right away. Yeah, they got it like right away. Did you swear on my show, Ginny? Close Encounters.
Because I was like, who puts a picture of a did Howard get it?
Close Encounters. That's a good guess. No, he did not get it. Fight Club. That's a good guess. It's a good guess. Bonnie, I think you're frozen over there.
I'm frozen?
Early? Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Say something.
Okay. What do you want me to say?
Oh, there you go.
I think
That's better.
Club, but there's some other thing. There seems to be a soda, a slice. Is it
Blade Runner.
Oh, this is more of it?
Jaws. Yeah, this is more of it down there. Jurassic Park. Girls on Stage. Ginny's on stage again. Unusual Suspects. Usual Suspects.
Ooh.
Not yet.
The slice gives a hint of the time.
Slice. Yeah, so that's a slice. It's not a Coke. It's not a Pepsi. It's a slice. Maybe a golfing movie, perhaps.
I think it's a foreign porn movie.
Caddyshack?
I think it's a foreign porn movie called Two Girls and a Slice.
Two Girls and a Slice. Porn. All right, let's see another picture from this movie. It's hidden by the comments. Oh, what about that? What about that?
Oh, Breaking Bad. Oh, no, that's John Goodman, isn't it? That's John Goodman?
I don't know. Is it?
Or is it Bryan Cranston?
Is it Blood Simple?
Pretty close. That's very close.
It's a Coen Brothers movie.
It is.
Is it It's a Coen Brothers movie. Is it The Big Lebowski?
Oh my God! Boney kicks ass again. There, of course, the dude's sweater.
I said The Big Lebowski too.
You did? Jenny said it too?
I did. I said John Goodman, Coen Brothers, and I said The Big Lebowski.
And the guy above him, they look almost identical.
Yeah. There's a whole actual. There's a convention. There's a convention of dudes. There's like a picture of all these dudes with that sweater on. It's like a whole thing.
In New York City, in the Village, I don't know if it lasted during COVID, there is a store just devoted to The Big Lebowski.
There's a whole store?
Yeah. I mean, it's like it probably was once a bodega or a cigar store. It's very narrow. And all it has is stuff about The Big Lebowski.
Wow. And it wasn't even that popular when it came out. No,
yes, it was. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's lasted now, but it was there when I lived there.
Do you think it's the name maybe that made it so it wasn't so popular? The Big Lebowski. Like maybe they should have called it The Dude or something. The Hudsucker Proxy is one of the most popular movies ever, and it was called The Hudsucker Proxy. Oh wait, not The Hudsucker Proxy. No, I'm thinking of a different one. What's the one where they're in the prison?
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption. We should have a quiz where it's just weird names for movies.
How did you get the Hudson Proxy?
Hudsucker Proxy? I don't know. They live in the same place in my brain, I guess. Could be.
Because that's Robin Williams or John Belushi.
The Hudsucker Proxy had like, I don't know. Paul Newman was in it, right? Jennifer Jason Leigh? No? Am I nuts? I'm totally nuts. I mean, that's probably a given. All right, I'm gonna end the quiz because the show has to end and we have to dance it out. Boney, are you going to dance for us today?
Who won? I think Greg won.
Well, I can shake it. I guess so. Whatever you want.
I would say that Boney won the contest.
You think? I think Greg won.
Greg did very well, but Boney had the extra added advantage that you know, we're living in the future, and the people in the chat room are a little bit behind.
But she can't.
Yeah, we gotta send lasagna.
We're gonna send him a lasagna, of course.
Boney can't do anything with lasagna; it would just spill on the floor.
Well, you saw Boney loves lasagna. Loves to gum it.
He ate that whole lasagna.
He loves to gum it. He loves it.
Oh, I'm in a tree.
Greg says Boney didn't have to type. Look at you, you're down there hiding in the tree. Yeah, I think we're going to get Greg a lasagna. I think that's what's happening. Boney's back. There he is, just over there chattering away. Boney, that was quite good what you did. Yeah, just keep talking. Keep talking. All right, people, it's time for the dance break. We got Fernando Ufret here, and we're going to dance it out. Thanks for everybody for playing the game. We've got some Spanish here. I think maybe Bonnie speaks some Spanish.
That means my skeleton dreams when I dance.
That's great. I love it. I love it. Damn Skippy, he gets lasagna. Woo! All right, here we go. Now we're moving on to the dance break. Dance them if you got them.
This is a good song. I really like it.
This is Fernando Ufret.
Oh yeah, this is from Australia.
She made me nervous, and she took me in and gave me breakfast.
Pamela's mom is Spider Woman.
Do you come from a land down under? Women glow, women blunder. Can you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover.
Too bad. Oh, I gotta move Boney because Fernando's name is there.
He was 6'4" and full of muscle. I said, do you speak my language? He just smiled and gave me a polite sandwich. And said, I come from London. Oh yeah, where do those robins jump up? Can you get London? Oh, you better take cover. Yeah.
Oh, I lost Jenny. She's gone. In college, your friends called your mom Yoda. I don't know what happened to Jenny. She just bailed out. Oh yeah, she's gonna be okay. Flabbers. We need a picture of Ginny in that Bowie shirt. Yeah, she's a big Bowie fan. All right, thanks everybody. Thanks Bonnie. Thanks Ginny. Fernando. Howard. Greg Wordala. Chuck. All right, we'll see you all on Friday.